Hello, welcome back. Today I'm gonna talk about the power and speed day that we had the day after the Saturday. The last video that I sent you. And mainly the most important part of this day is the afternoon practice. Here you can see the morning. We only have an hour and a half, and we use 10 minutes for stretching. So like this, pretty much after the stretching, we have an hour and 20 minutes. So in an hour and 20 minutes, we did around 4,000 yards. For some people are important, the volume, For me, it is not. Very basic aerobic work. We try to, put them in the mode to start training for the week, and most important for this afternoon, that if we go to the practice for this afternoon, here we have, this is the PM, Monday, November 2nd, PM. Now, as you can see here, we just did in the bottom, they did an hour of weights. Normally, the women's team goes from 1:30 to 2:30. The men's team goes from 2:30 to 3:30. Right? And by 4 o'clock, we get in the water. This practice is it's done by the mid-distance group. We have 4 groups. The sprinters do their own power speed. The mid-distance group with the Steves, they do their own power speed. I do my mid-distance group does its own power and speed, and then the distance group they also do some power speed. So everybody has a little bit different. Now here, in the afternoon, we have three things that we use, 3 different equipment that we use: a weight belt, the socks, and a parachute. And we have 3 stations. Again, this practice, we have also an hour and a half to do, right? Because of the rule, the 4-hour rule, and we do an hour and a half in the morning, then 1 hour weights, and then an hour and a half in the afternoon. That puts us in 4 hours. So as you can see, we have 3 kind of stations. Forget about the volume. I think the important thing is the technique and the intensity, how you build into things. So the first after a little warm up. Well, as you can see, when we come up of the weight room, I put 10 minutes stretch here, but honestly, if they can do it on their own before, because a lot of them get to the pool earlier, they stretch on their own, because the first thing they're gonna do without any warm up is something fast. We go 875s with fins. The first 25, they go underwater kick, build to fast, then 25 back easy, and then 15 fast swim with no underwaters. They can choose the stroke that they want, but this is very important: fast and no underwaters. So push off the wall and start swimming with perfect stroke right away. The second power and speed set that we have, pretty much the first one is kind of to help them think about the speed right away. We use a weight belt, and what it is, it's like a belt with a 5-pound donut that we put either the breaststrokers and freestylers and butterflyers, they put it on their back, right on their center of gravity, and the backstrokers, they put it on their belly. And we go 350s with weight belt on 1 minute, 25 free steady, 25 main stroke build to 75%. The idea here is just feel the stroke, try to keep your center of gravity close to the surface of the water. And then take the weight belt, and then we do a 50 with no weight belt on 1 minute at 80% effort. 30 extra seconds to put the weight belt and all that, and we do that 4 rounds. The 1625s is called drill and distance per stroke swim. Again, to recover a little bit, have them think about their strokes, and then we put these socks, like this netty socks. I don't know how they're called. If there's a brand there, but and we do 10 meters with the socks with 10 seconds rest, and we do a progression. The first 10 meters 60%, the next 10 meters 70%, the next 10 meters 80%, 90%, and 100%. And the idea is to increase it slowly. Even the sprinters, if you look at somebody like Anthony Irvin, if you watch his 50 freestyle, he progresses. You know, in the progression, maybe it's a little subtle, but he progresses from the few strokes to the end. And, you know, and he swims very well, very fast. So it's very important to teach them how to progress with short and fast, so they can understand the subtle changes that they can have in the stroke. Plus, also from the 60 to the 100, in a matter of 50 meters, there's a lot of changes of speed, you know. And then they do a 50 with no socks, main stroke at 90% effort on 2 minutes, and we repeat that 3 times. Here we went 4 times. The next round, the next station is 3 times. Then we do 1625s again, you know, to settle and to think about the stroke again. And then we use the parachute. The parachute, we have a blue parachute and a yellow parachute. The blue parachute is mainly for the guys they use it right now, and the yellow parachute, a little bit smaller, is for the girls. And we do 625s on 40. The first 25 freestyle with perfect stroke, no air, steady. And the second 25 main stroke built to fast. We rest 1 minute, and then we go a 50 main stroke at 100% effort on 2 or 3 minutes. And I believe we did it on 3 minutes, and we do that 2 rounds. Okay? Now, why I'm showing you this practice is because I was very surprised, and, you know, like, I don't really want to talk about just one swimmer, but one of our freshmen, right here, all of them swim very well. I wasn't timing because I'm the type of coach that I don't like to give times all the time. I just watch them, and today you can swim fast, tomorrow maybe not, but that doesn't mean that the practice is not very good. You know, it has the same benefit. So time, like Albert Einstein said, is relative, and to me sometimes, you know, as we go now into the season, I'll start pulling the stopwatch more and more. But one of the coaches decided to time this one, and I just film it because on the first round, Joseph Ramadan, one of our freshmen, did fly, and, you know, and he was 21.3 or 21.5, I'm not sure, but somewhere in the 21 mid from a push. That's really fast. So we recorded the last one, and you can see it. And I didn't time it. I timed it, but I was filming, and another coach timed it. And one of the coaches got a 20.9, and I got a 20.7. So let's say that he went at 20.8. But at 20, even breaking 21 for a freshman after this, and plus the weights, and, you know, it was pretty good. So that's why I wanted to show you the practice and see. And we had a very good benefit with everybody. People were swimming really, really fast. Overall, you know, as we see, only 3,700 yards, but very specific power and speed with a good progression. That we talk a lot about progression. It's not about just pounding and pounding and pounding and going fast all the time, without really just being brute, without really realizing how you can correct your stroke and how you can progress into the best stroke possible. And at the end of the day, you know, nothing spectacular, but 8,600 yards to start the week with a power and speed day. Remember, I have a 3-day cycle, and the first 3 days of the week, we go power speed on Monday, aerobic work on Tuesday, and race pace on Wednesday. And then the second part of the week, we go Thursday aerobic, power and speed on Friday, and race pace on Tuesday. This weekend, we swam on Saturday, we swam Duke. So on Friday, they repeated the same set, because honestly, I like to do, with power and speed, I like to do the same set twice a week after the weights, because I don't really need to be so creative. If something works well, to do it twice in 1 week is, something like this, so specific with details in that, I think they get a very good benefit. Hope you enjoy it. So if you enjoy it, just don't forget to subscribe and give me a comment, and I'll keep posting more videos. All right? Thank you, and I hope the season is going well for all of you.
sets. Jesus.